Yo, we're here on Shooting the Shit podcast. I'm DJ Duss with my brother Bamboo. What's up, Bam?
Chilling, man. Chilling. What you saying, brother?
Ah, man, just living the dream, bro. It snowed today here. I'm a little. That's where the depression kicks in.
No.
It's that, I don't. Yeah, me and you were very fucking different, but this is where I opened the curtain. This is exactly what I did today, bro. The curtain got open. The snow was dropping. I made some breakfast and I went back to bed. I was like, this shit's depressing. I'm not. Come on, man.
Fuck this bullshit.
I'm always the one that's like, it's like winning the Lotto Max. I'm always pretending and wishing that there's gonna be a fucking no snow this year. That's
Right,
me.
right.
But it is what
A
it
little
is. Right?
little cold down here.
A little cold, yeah.
A little
Whatever.
chilly.
A little cold to me is cold all around. -2, -20, same shit to me. I don't like it. As soon as I gotta put a jacket, don't like it. But anyways, everybody. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can stream all our live episodes, the pre-recorded episodes, the past episodes, and that's at Shooting the Shit podcast. Subscribe, press the notification button. It will let you know what's up. After this actually is done and it gets uploaded on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, all that good shit. And that's at Shooting the Shit podcast 1. Bam, bam.
Right, people. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Subscribe.
Well, again, man, you gotta love the world of the internet. It connects, and we love how we connect it properly. Because I don't like the shit of we always talk about Instagram and shit gets used improperly. But this is properly. We connect. We get people to get the artists to the people. And let's get one of the artists on here right now. Southside Miko, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, it was good.
What's poppin' with y'all? How y'all?
Man, we're good, man. We're good. We're just, you know what I'm saying? I know. I don't know where exactly. I want to know where you're from. I have an idea where you're from, but right up here, it's fucking freezing for me. And Bam's saying it's a little cold, but that's a whole different story, though.
A little chilly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's warm here.
Yeah. So, let's get right into it, man. Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I was raised in Brown Summit, North Carolina, which is maybe 5 minutes down the road, to be real with you.
Oh, for real? Okay, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna ask you how far is that, but you just answered it. 5 minutes.
5 minutes down the road.
How was it growing up in Carolina, man? How was it in general?
It's good in Carolina right now. It's just a whole bunch of hate going around right now. A lot of niggas not supporting each other, unfortunately, which I'm trying to stop that shit. I'm trying to get everybody together, you know what I'm saying? I feel like as artists and producers and creatives, period, we all got to stick together because that's the only way we all gonna shine, if you feel what I'm saying.
No, I hear you.
Do you find that the most hate or hating on comes from your own people, around? We can't, because no one's really gonna hate on you and right to your face, but you know what I mean? Do you find that the support isn't 100? You know what I mean, around you? Is that what you find? Because that's what I find it was like here in Ottawa, where I'm from, actually. I found as soon as someone was creeping up a little bit above someone else, instead of supporting them and pushing them, it's fuck it, hold them down. You know what I mean? Or talk shit or screw them, Don't go to their shows. You know what I mean? Is that the same type of bullshit that's going on around you?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the last part you said.
I was like, is that the same thing that's happening around you? Is that the same holding people down and not supporting? Is that exactly what's going on around you in North Carolina?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people be going against each other's whole side beefs and side wars and stuff. A lot of niggas is not supporting each other. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, I've been trying to get everybody in tune on the same frequency for real.
Yeah, I believe that, man. I don't know. It's a tough battle, man. But continue what you're doing, brother, for sure.
For real. Yeah. Who influenced you into being an artist and also a producer?
When I was younger, I had this friend named John Charles, and we was walking down the street. We used to dance and shit. I wasn't a rapper at all. How I was getting it was dancing. So it's we was walking down the street, and he had been rapping for a minute, and I was like, bro, just check out this rap I got. Kick that shit. I was like, man, that's fire. I'm about to start rapping. This shit fire. I never thought of rap for real, because like I said, we was dancing. So after that day, I started taking rap kind of seriously, writing every day, trying to get better. And being a producer just came from needing beats.
That's
Like
right.
I was going on
Okay.
YouTube, and in my opinion, it was like the beats weren't up to par, I guess, or a lot of these YouTube producers weren't. I guess they weren't very professional,
Yep.
if you will. Like,
Okay.
and I've been messing with FL Studio for a while previously before that, but it wasn't really serious. So I was like, okay, let me get into it seriously,
Mm. Okay.
Yeah,
and
because
that's how I
definitely
started producing.
another because the fear of like grabbing these beats off YouTube is what if your song gets popping and this fucking producer comes and hunts you down afterwards? Be like, "Where's my money?" You know what I mean? That's always been a fear. You know what I mean when it comes to
Right.
these free beats or something
Yeah,
or
it's a lot of
what.
drama in that.
Oh, you definitely can get a little bit messy for sure, man. So once you discovered that you want to produce and you notice that you have a skill in the rap game. How old were you when you took it seriously? And what I mean by that is I don't mean writing. I mean you took money out of your own pocket, invested in yourself. Like how old were you?
Um, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure like how old I was, but I
Mhm.
remember the specific experience I had to make me take like hip hop seriously. Like the
Mm.
first time I ever went to record a song. Um, it was a couple people in the room with me, like a couple females, a couple dudes, and I started
Okay.
just recording my song. It was like a home studio type ordeal, so it was out in the open. Everybody could see everybody. I'm recording this shit, and niggas is laughing at me, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
they laugh at me, and I'm sitting in there like, man, like this is real. Like you gotta quit it for real, for real. So you know, I got right. In that session, I didn't even finish recording the session. I just left the session and I got
Mm.
straight to it. But I know it was like probably I was in 8th grade or
Wow.
like that, probably.
That's cool, man. I love hearing those young stories, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hmm.
They seem like they be going through the hard times, trying to do something and your man sitting there laughing
Hmm.
at you. That's some bullshit, nigga. Get up, get out. You know what I mean? If you ain't with it, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I would have been an angry
Yeah.
fella for sure.
You know. Crazy. So, boom. If you'd have met me on the streets and you wanted to turn me into a fan of your music, which song would you recommend first, bro?
I would recommend my unreleased music because just like the great Prince said, it's like the best music is music you guys probably heard yet. So I would probably play some unreleased music for him. And one particular record that I have right now is named Foul. I
Okay.
would definitely be playing that for somebody. I feel like that's the record that's gonna make me go global with this music shit for real, for real. I'm just trying to drop properly. I don't just be dropping music and just dropping. I want it to be quality sonically. I want it to be, you know, everything is supposed to be to have a hit. If you get what I'm saying.
Dig,
Yeah, of
dig it.
course. Because I think that's another
Hmm.
issue that young artists have today. They make a song and let's throw it on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I mean, or on anything else, TikTok or Spotify. But there's no game plan behind what they're doing. It's kind of just like toss it in the air and hopefully something happens. I suggest to everyone that have a game
Yeah.
plan. You know what I mean? Just get a game plan behind what you're doing.
Hmm.
Figure out your shows, your video, whatever the case may be. But make sure when you have that, you have it done properly because you're just gonna throw your songs into a bunch of other music and it's gonna get lost in the shuffle if you don't
Yep.
have a proper game plan with that.
That's
Talking about
right.
game plan. So I take it that
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
independent right now, right? You're an independent artist, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you ever consider signing to a major artist? I mean, major
Label. Major
label.
label.
Thank you, Bam. That's where Bam
Anytime.
came in. A major label, yeah.
I would consider it. Um, but I'm a businessman before I am an artist. So it's like the deal has to be great. Like I'm not sure if you know, but like Little Pump's first deal was a $8 million deal for one album.
Okay.
Spectacular deal. So it's like I'm trying to get the best possible deal, and if the deal ain't cutting it, like then I'm not signing nothing because a lot of people be trying to undercut the artist with the money. You know what I'm saying? They'll offer them $1 million, and the artist is able to generate $1 million in a couple months.
Now, my question is to every independent artist. Let's say that was the deal that was offered to you, and you say no, but then X amount of years down the road, you know what I mean? You still feel like you're moving up, but you're not moving at a speed or a rate that you'd like to. And that deal came back. Would you not want to take that deal to catapult you to another level? You know, once that deal's done, maybe you can slide through the back door, give them a salute, and then move on with your own shit. Would you ever consider doing that? Bam, that question's for you too, brother.
That's a good question. Because by then, if the deal was right and appropriate, you'll
But I'm
probably
just saying
take it. I would
it's the
probably
same
take it.
deal. It's the same $1 million deal that you rejected. Like let's say 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Well, it'll never truly be the same because I'm going to want certain different things at that time. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the beginning, you don't know what to expect and what you want. So, I want this, so I'm not going to take it. And then when you get to a certain point, you're like, you know what? I'm going to take it because I can do this with it. You know what I mean? So your view on the deal changed a little bit. So,
Yeah. What about you, Miko?
Yeah.
Would you same type of situation? Probably change a few things up.
I'm sorry, it keep breaking up. I can't hear what you're saying.
No worries, man. I was gonna say, would you take now, like I said, like Bam was answering, maybe he would change a few things on the deal. Would you do the exact same thing about 5, 6 years from now, if you got offered some deal similar that you would have rejected 6 years ago?
Um, I'm not sure. I definitely would once I get the deal. Um, I definitely would be negotiating things. But like I said, if the deal's a poor deal, like I'm turning it down every time because I believe, you know, you could teach yourself these things. You can build your own team full of people who can do the same things. Like a lot of people are looking for ways to make money. Well, I'm trying to start having my people make money. If you get what I'm saying, I'll hire my own people.
But
I dig.
now, for you, because you and Bam are both independent artists. Now, my question is, because I've looked into this, and Bam has known this on a couple other podcasts. Like, explain to another artist, another independent artist, how do you actually make money? Because I still find that the world of Spotify and major streaming platforms is still not a great route of making money. It was something to do like with 1 million views or streams was still a give or take on whatever platform it was. It was $3,500, which I think 1 million streams or views is a fucking accomplishment and a half. But at the end of the day, the money for me doesn't equal the stream. So, what do you suggest to a young artist, to stay independent and how to make money?
Young producer or young artist? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I would say artist because I think producing there's a better route of making money. I'm sorry for the other artists, the fact that you do both, but I'm talking about a young artist in general.
I would say, you know, to make money first, I would start banding up with people who do make money. First of all, surrounding myself with people who already do these things. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Network with the proper people.
I can
Good
see that.
advice.
So they can give game. You know what I'm saying? They can give you game and maybe show you the inside of shit maybe you didn't know or something like that. Like I don't know. I feel like get around people. Your network is your net worth.
Yeah, 100% like that. That's good
True.
advice.
So, what's the biggest struggle being an artist today, and what separates you from the rest?
I feel like what separates me from the rest is my high energy. Like I'm really high energy and I have so much passion for this music shit. Like most people is just doing this music to take care of people. Like I actually love music. Like this my whole entire life. Like
Okay.
like I told you earlier, like I used to dance, so I used to dance to music. I rap the music. I make
Yeah.
music. I'm a producer. Like music is what I do. And also I'm multi-talented. Like I do photography. Um, I used to manage two artists and manage two producers. I engineer. I feel like those are the things that make me stand out.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
um, in terms of what's the biggest struggle, I feel like I don't know. These days, it's like the market is oversaturated. There's too many artists trying to do music. I feel like just in hip hop, like everybody's trying to do hip hop. Like
Hmm.
for somebody coming up, that may be off putting in the first place. Like,
Yeah.
and it's so hard to get in the spotlight when there's so many people trying to do the same thing as you.
I find that even when you kind of get a glimmer of that spotlight, it's not as long as it was back in the day. You know what I mean? It's you're hot,
Yeah.
it gets shared, everyone's listening to it, and then there's something else that's catching your eye, and then something else, and then something, because there's so much of it out there. The way me and Bam grew up was, you know what I mean? Whatever album was there, that's what you're enjoying for the whole fucking summer. Like that's what it was.
Right.
The whole summer. You know what I mean? And another album was the whole
Right.
year. Like, and then you're anticipating when something else is coming out. You couldn't wait. It was awesome. So that's why these record sales were ridiculous in the first week. Because we're all sitting there going, when the fuck's it coming out? When the fuck is it coming out? Now it's like literally just boom, 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 boom. It's like popcorn. This shit's popping in your face. Like it's out
Right.
all the time.
But you answered the question. You know what I mean?
Right.
They made the hype for the album. You understand?
Yes.
Nobody's making any hype anymore.
there isn't, no.
It's just drop, 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 drop.
That's
drop,
right.
drop, right?
Yes.
So if you go back to the blueprint and make that hype, you got in a sense you're taking away a lot of attention from a lot of people that's dropping, and you get in that spotlight when you need it. That's all. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't go back to
Right.
that anymore. So
Do you think that the hype would be as anticipated? Probably
well,
not.
see, that's all on how you make the hype. You
Interesting.
see, the hype determines on how you do it, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So, think about it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I definitely know that's a struggle. It's just, I just think I would love to. I got to look into a stat of how many songs get uploaded on Spotify a day. Like, I would love to find out that stat. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot.
That's what I'm saying. I would just love to know, as an artist, when you're submitting, you put your shit in there, and boom, there it goes. I just want to know how many people are doing it and how everyone's burying each other with it, right? So, so let's talk about in the future. Is there any producers or artists that you would love to work with?
To be real, I want to work with anybody who wants to work with me. Watching this right now, you watching me. Let's work. Let's work. Like I'm all for. I'm all for working. Like and expanding what I know now. I feel like even if you don't make, like, say another producer, right? They may not make beats as good as I do, but they may have some knowledge that they can offer me not on, or that I may not have thought of, or they may know somebody who I may not know. So I'm definitely trying to tap in with anybody who's trying to tap in with me.
Dig it, man.
I got a
Dig it.
question as a producer. Is there ever happened where there's an artist you were working with or has a beat, you has one of your sick beats, and he's not doing what you want him to do with it? Does that ever happen?
I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying.
No worries. I was gonna say, have you ever given out a beat or worked with an artist that just is butchering your beat? That's just not doing what you want to do with it. Does that ever happen to you?
Giving a beat to an artist and he just not know what to do it. Nah, I don't think so. Like every time, I'm normally the diff maker. Normally when I come around, it's like I got the record that everybody's been looking for. People been waiting for me to come around, like, because everybody's form of art is too similar. So when I come around, I'm giving the flavor in the ear.
I like that.
Okay. Now, boom.
So
Are you up on the verses? Have you been watching the verses?
it's breaking up.
No. Have you been watching the verses? No, you're not hearing me.
The verses,
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you up on that?
not necessarily. The only one I've been keeping up with, like so far, is the Bone Thugs and the 3-6 Mafia, because I love 3-6 Mafia. Like that's what I be bumping. I'm bumping that old Memphis music. I love that.
Okay.
Um,
So the question I had was, if you got to pick the next two verses, who would
No,
it be?
the next verse is what other two artists would it be?
Well, true. Thank you.
I'm helping you. I got your back now.
Thank you. I didn't hear it until you said it.
So yeah, if you had a chance,
it's crazy because
Yeah.
I probably would pick people that's dead, bro.
That's
Like Mike
fine.
Jackson,
The-
like James Brown. Like I'm not even gonna
mhm.
hold you. These new artists, I probably wouldn't sit and watch them for 2 hours, 3 hours, a whole versus battle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I, there's nobody who I would really pick. That's just me.
I just find the verses are slightly too long for me. There's a few things that bug me. It's is it bam, it's 20 for 20, 20 tracks each?
20 tracks, 20. Yeah.
Okay, I'd reduce it to 15 because I think you start pulling shit out of your ass. That's just one. The second thing, the shit talkings between each other, shut the fuck up. Like either do the performance or you have your 2 minutes of shit talking, but the other guy's mics are off until they come back on and they can shit talk back. Because it's like watching the Jerry Springer show. I
Right.
don't fucking know what's going on. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. I don't know your inside this is. It bugs the shit out of me, man. Like I'm not like, we're trying to watch a performance. The performance can be done in an
Yeah.
hour, but they don't shut the fuck up for two. That's what kills me about this thing. You know what I mean? And the coolest
Right.
one that I saw was the KRS and Big Daddy King. 'Cause I think it
Yeah.
was more of a respect thing among each other. So that became more of a show. You know what I mean? But these two guys, man, shut the fuck up, man. Like, I don't want to hear your fucking problems from 1992. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, you're putting on a show. It's track for track. And, the fans are here. And that's what we want to see. But that's just me. I don't know. Drives me fucking crazy. But listen, brother. You are probably in the top two hardest industries to break through in. Hollywood's probably number one. Music's probably number two. What is your end goal at the end of the day?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
I was going to say, you're probably in the hardest industry to break out from, right? Hollywood's probably one of the other ones. What is your end goal at the end of the day? What's your goal? After it's all said and done, music's done, you're an old man, what's your end goal?
I feel like I don't know. My end goal with this is to, be able to do what I want to do, and be able to also give away like a philanthropist would, like, and help other people. Because like I was telling you earlier, I like to put people on, bro. I like to work with everybody and
That's
incorporate
dope.
everybody. So it's just like if I can, I'm trying to, help the world, help the people that I can help so they can help other people. Cause I feel like that's what life's about, bro. Is
I
passing
like that.
on.
I
It's
like
a
that,
big
man.
cycle of passing on.
You know?
I like
Okay. And in your opinion, in all types of music, hip hop got the most beef, bro, and murders. What do you think? What do you think on that? What do you think about that?
hmm I feel like you get back what you put out. Like pop records ain't really talking about murder and killing and this that and like EDM club records. Like country's not really talking about that. They don't really speak on stuff like that. So it's like, just being in my city and being who I am and being around the people who I be around, like niggas is really spinning and sliding around what niggas is talking about. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Yeah.
bullshit, bro. Like
Yeah.
niggas is really beefing in these streets. Like what people are saying is not cap. So I feel like you get what you put out, you get back for sure.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
I dig it. I dig it. But my point to that is everybody forget you in the music entertainment business. You understand what I mean? So remember, if you're on the streets and you acting right, you're fine. You spit what you need to spit, do what you got to do. But if you acting up, you know what I mean, and you get at somebody, expect the repercussions to what you're saying. You get what I'm saying? I get that, but you can't bring one
hmm
into the other. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's where everybody fucks up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring that
Right.
street shit to the records. Nah, leave that shit in the streets. You know what I mean? Because all you're doing is telling on yourself. You know, that's all you're doing, telling on yourself,
True.
jumping on the gram, talking about I'm gonna smoke you when I see you. Oh yeah, okay. If you die tomorrow, we know who come see. You know what I mean?
True, true.
Think
I feel
about it,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and your mans and them that's
Feel it.
hanging around you, they looking to put you in jail too. You know what I mean? Ready to do something on your behalf,
hmm
get you locked up. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we were
So
talking about it on another podcast about like we find there's a little more deaths or murders than usual. But we've come to the conclusion that also, I can track people down on their last post on Instagram now. Like, so if I did have a beef with Bam and he goes, yo, I'm at this club on Friday, or he's putting a picture an hour ago, I'm like, I know where this motherfucker is now. Where back in the day, no one knew anything, and it was too goddamn late, or you heard a rumor or something, you know what I mean? But now it's like, I'm talking shit, and then I'm letting you know where I'm going to be on the weekend. So it's
so you're asking for it, and I get it, but it's still your entertainment. If you're there to entertain the people. Stop antagonizing other people at the same time. You know what I mean? So you can't go out and say how you felt, how you grew up, and what's real for you, without saying I'm real and he's not. Why he's not? What do he have to do with what you trying to put out? What you trying to project? What entertainment you trying to bring to the forefront? You know what I mean?
But how's that cycle break? Because it's been around for a while, though.
Well, see, the problem with hip hop was everybody forgets hip hop has been competitive since day one.
That's right.
You understand? It was from the streets, for the streets, so it's been competitive.
Even dancing was a competitive part of hip hop, right?
It's all, and graffiti tagging, all
That's
that, competitive. You know what I mean? So the problem is they didn't draw the line. You know, this is for the streets, this is for the records. Now everything is just blurred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, with other genres, they I don't know if they're killing each other. You know, they committing more suicide than anything, but. You know, it is what it is, right? So
brother, you mentioned people like in your verses. You mentioned Michael Jackson, James Brown. So obviously, your knowledge of music is out there, and that's what I think makes great producers. But give me your top 5 artists. Your top 5, your list.
My top 5 of all time, or in this decade, like in this decade?
Your top 5 of all time. Your favorite. Your influential.
All time.
Your top.
Shit, I would say my number one most influential is Michael Jackson. Because I don't know, bro. I never seen a man do what he did in life. I've never seen a man start a concert and not be on stage, and people are already passing out like he's been on stage for an hour, bro. Honestly, I've never seen it. And in multiple countries, you go to Asia, it's happening. You go to Africa, that's happening. Like, that's not normal, bro. That's not normal. The amount, the level of greatness, I've never seen it. And then the rest, I'm not even going in order. It's kind of hard for me to say who's my favorite because I listen to so much music. Like, I'll listen to Michael Jackson, but then listen to Project Pat, but then go listen to Led Zeppelin. Yep. But then try to listen to some Adele or some Sebastian Bach. Like, I'm all over the place, bro.
It's the way to do it, brother. If you're going to stay on top of your game as an artist and a producer, that's what you got to do. It's believe it or not, that's the separation there. It's knowledge. You know what I mean?
The box. Never put yourself in that box.
It's the knowledge. I think that's what's going to break you out. It's always knowing what was before you, what's going to be in front of you, and even you get to predict what the future is going to be like because now you start going through history of music, right? So now when you are producing music or creating music, you can be like, fuck, a little bit of this and a little bit of that will create this, what's going to come up now, right? So I think that's what's missing in a lot of artists these days. We've talked to a lot of artists, and you bring up someone from the 90s, and they're like, who? And it's like, come on, man, I didn't bring up someone from the 60s here. Like, you should at least know that. You know what I mean? So they're not researching on the field and in the industry that they're in. They're just, I know how to do this. I have a great voice, or I can rhyme. But it's like, cool, man. Look, there's a pattern of life. There's a pattern of success. There's, you know what I mean? Do your homework, no matter what it is. It's music. It sounds fun, but there's work to be put into it, and that's where I find people are lacking in. I don't know. That's just my opinion, bro.
Sure.
Brother, 5 random questions, man. We want to get people to know you a little bit better, bro. So the first question would be, who was your first celebrity crush?
A celebrity crush. Shit. I don't even know, man.
Bam was the girl from the Golden Years.
Probably like
the Golden Girls. That was Bam.
Golden Years, shit.
The Golden
You
Girls.
might be talking about a porn star, my boy. Golden Years. First celebrity crush, my boy.
Yeah.
Shoot. We might be talking about Pinky here.
All right. So What's your dream car?
Um, I would probably say nah. On a serious note, maybe like a Angelina Jolie,
Off a
keep it hot,
crush?
or Nia
Okay.
Long.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. And your dream whip?
I can't hear what you're saying, bro.
Your dream car. Your dream car.
Oh, dream car. It's definitely a McLaren F1 LM. I've been
Yeah.
loving that car since I've been playing Need for Speed as a little kid. I had on the original Xbox. It's my
Oh
favorite
yeah.
car.
That's hot, man. All right. So, you're producing and stuff now, but what was your first job ever? Your first actual paycheck of all time? Your first one?
Um, I actually did some modeling
What?
when
Oh,
I was
okay.
younger.
Damn, man.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
That's
Trying to
different.
get it, bro. I've been trying to get it in every way possible. Like, I believe I'm meant to entertain and I'm meant to, so I've been trying to get it. I did like a couple modeling jobs. And I even started modeling because I was in the mall one day. I just seen like a little box saying audition for modeling and stuff. So I
That's
filled it
dope.
out like for fun. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
And
That's
I
dope.
went to a contest and shit, and I won the contest, and they gave me a few jobs.
All right. That's
Nice.
probably one of the best first job ever, eh, Bam?
I know, right? And that's different than everybody else, right? That's real different.
Yeah.
Besides music, what other hobbies you got?
Say that again.
Besides music, what other hobbies you have?
Um, I like to learn, bro. That's my number one hobby. I feel like I'm always trying to keep myself relevant with the new knowledge and the old knowledge. I like to read, bro. Like I be reading stuff like Kabbalion and Thinking Rich. Plenty of books. Plenty of books.
That's good, brother. That's
Anything you
good.
can think of. Success books.
That's
Dig it,
awesome, man.
dig
That's
it.
the way to do it, man. See, I like this kid. He's good, man. He's good. So, name me one thing that's on your bucket list. One thing you have to do before you pass away, man.
Um, let's see. Probably just travel, bro. Like I haven't really been at a Greensboro like that. Like I have, but I've been to select places, but I haven't really been everywhere. So I'm just trying to
Dude,
travel, bro.
I
And I'm a
def
Sagittarius. My birthday December 8th. So
you have to travel, brother. You have to travel. Me and Bam love to do it, man. We do it all the
Yeah,
time.
you
Well,
got to get that passport and get up and get out. Trust me, bro. You going to see the world a little different, man, for real. You know?
oh yeah, it's definitely refreshing. It's nice to see things and culture and food, and it's definitely a blessing for us, man. Traveling, yeah, I recommend that to anybody. And don't I know you're from the United States, and every time I talk to you fellas from the United States, you guys think traveling is L.A. or Miami, and I'm like, no, get the fuck off, go somewhere else, get in here. They're always like, yeah, we're gonna go to Florida. No, you gotta go somewhere else.
Yep.
You notice that, Bam? They're always Florida, L.A.
Always.
my
And the funny thing about it is, half your mans in them, they from the islands. You know what I mean? At least
True.
3 or 4 of your mans in them from Trinidad, Jamaica, somewhere else. You know what? Go home with them niggas. You know what I mean? You'll see. You be like, then you wonder how when they in New York or wherever you at, they mental is different than yours. You know what I mean? Because it's two different fucking environments, right? So trust me, when you get off seas,
right.
get in that plane, boom, gone. You get off, you can be like, really? This is crazy. And when you get back home, you're gonna appreciate some shit. You're gonna really appreciate some stuff.
The first thing I ever realized on a trip,
Right.
though, that was crazy was from where I live to Toronto is about a 4.5 hour car ride. So I was on a plane, my first time ever. It's 4.5 hours to Dominican Republic. And I got off, and it was mid-January. It's cold as fuck. And I got there, there's palm trees and shit. And I couldn't wrap my head around that I was somewhere like that in 4.5 hours. I'm like, this can't be fucking real. Like, it was just the same car ride, or it's the same length as the car ride to Toronto. And I was just like, damn, this is fucking amazing. So you start doing those little islands and check out how people live and the culture. Yeah, it's fantastic, man. Highly
real.
recommend it, bro. So, brother, where can people find you, man? Listen to your music, check out your beats. Let people know.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say how let people know where they can find you, follow you, and check out your music, brother.
Oh, okay. You can find me at Southside Miko on everything. Miko spelled Miko. It's spelled one word, no spaces. Hardest artist producer in the motherfucking world, nigga. And if you ain't tapped in with shooting your shit podcast, nigga, then you must be off that girl, my boy.
There you go.
I
There
love
you
that, brother,
go.
man. I love that, bro. Yo, usually later on through the year, man, we love to bring back past guests and talk about some hot topics, man. Would you ever be interested in coming back on the future in the future?
Yeah, so just let me know. I'll definitely be back whenever you
Sounds
need me
good,
to.
my brother, man. Keep us posted, man. Send us your music. You're a part of the family, the Shooting the Shit family now, bro. What we're out here having your back. You know,
real.
we keep it nice and tight as a family, man. If you need any help, anytime you need, certain vocals, we're all about
Whatever.
we're all about here. It's all about networking with us. You know what I mean? We do not hold anybody down. That's what we do here on Shooting the Shit podcast,
That's
man.
right.
We become one
eat.
family. Yeah.
Everybody eat. You know?
Absolutely, brother. Thank you for being on, man, and taking the time to tell us about your story and about your music and stuff, guys. And, we'll definitely have you sometime on soon, brother. If I don't see you or talk to you before the new year, man, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, bro. And enjoy your time, man. Boys,
Yeah.
see you guys later, man. Peace.
Appreciate you. Y'all have a good one.
Later.
All right.